guys, Kira's Nails and Beauty family. Just gonna do another little video just to show you guys. I've had a few questions in regards to the home dipping system and what I use and what you can do yourselves at home. Given we're going to have another 6-week lockdown, a couple of you have gone out and bought a kit, which is, your choice. And if you miss your nails, I totally understand. So I'm here to show you some tips and tricks, and for even some nail technicians who use the dipping system that would like some different ways of doing art and techniques, I'm more than happy to show you some of my tips and tricks. And I'd love to see yours too. So if you have a channel or a page, or write your YouTube down in the comments and I will follow you. All right. So I had a little while ago, I did a rainbow set and I had quite a few people really interested in that. So I'm just going to do one hand today. I've left my little finger black. I had some black nail art on there previously, so I'm going to show you something a little different on that one with, it's called the smoky effect. You may have seen it before. It's been a long time since I've done it and I'd like to do it again. So I don't think I have some white gel, so I might do that one separate when I get some white gel to show you. So today I'm going to show you the rainbows. So let's do this. So what I'm going to do is I've got my colours here. I've got a beautiful sapphire blue, a emerald green, a nice pearly kind of yellow. Same with the orange, a nice little bit of a shimmer in that one. And this is a bit of a purpley pink, kind of like a violety kind of pink. I don't know what you would call, maybe a violety pink, yes. Okay, so our dipping system that we use is Gelish Dip. It's very popular, nice and safe. There is a lot of other ones out there. S&S is a brand. It is not... S&S is the name of the brand. Gelish is the name of this brand. A lot of people ask me if I do S&S dip, and I say yes, because people associate S&S with dipping powder systems. So they all have different names. There's a lot of different ones. I like this one because it tells you the ingredients that are in it. So basically, in long and short, this is the base coat, which is a very sensitive glue gel. So you apply your prep. So I've already done mine. I've done my base. I sculpted a set with my base, and this prep is your primer. So any nail technician will know that. And then you've got your base coat, which you will apply one by one. You won't do them all at once. So you'll do your base coat, dip, and then let that set, go on to the next one, etc., etc. Then you've got your activator. Your activator you apply on the top after you've finished the last coat. Let that set, and that's going to harden, and you're ready for your buff. So, not here to tell you how to do it, but that's basically a run through. Now I'm going to show you dusting. So as I said, I've done my base. This one I'm going to keep separate. Now I'm going to blend the colours. So I'm going to do, I'm going to do 2 colours. I'm going to start blue, green, green, yellow, yellow, orange, orange, pink. And you can go whatever colour you like. Try and keep them a little bit sort of similar. So blue and green always goes together, green and yellow, and so forth and so on. But you can mix it up if you like. You don't have to do it the way I do it. So we're going to start with, I'll start with my thumb. And you need a really good dusting brush. You can see mine's had quite a run around, but as I said, coronavirus, I didn't really have time to grab much stuff, so I just grabbed what I could. Didn't really think about it, so didn't know I wasn't gonna be able to go back there. So we're just gonna do the best we can with what we've got. So I've applied my base. Now you need to make sure you work very quick with this, because as I said, it is like a super glue kind of consistency, so it hardens pretty quick. Now you get your powder. I would have a lid to catch any off for a client. I wouldn't put it directly back in, but because this is only me and these are only my mixes, I'm not using it on anybody else, so I'm quite happy just to do what I'm doing and catch any leftover product back into the tub. You're basically just tapping it on. You're going to tap that little bit off. That's what you get on one side. Let's go to the green on the other side. Make sure your brush is clean. I give a little bit of tap on the table. And you go to the other side. Doesn't look like too much now, but it is going to look amazing. So make sure you turn it to the other side so it doesn't go over into the green, into the blue, sorry. Tap it off. I'll move these out of the way. Hopefully you guys can see this. Now we're going to go green and yellow. Now, as always, a good foundation is the most important. So you've got to be very careful with your first layer, your first base, and then your first layer. Give that a tap, get rid of that excess. And just gently sprinkling it on. This is such an easy way to do ombre. Dusting on any polish or pigments that you haven't mixed, which is what I did with this one. Pure pigments. I didn't mix them with acrylic. Yellow on the other side. Turn your nail and tap it off. They're looking good already, guys. Now we're going orange. This is definitely a set you sort of need to be very quick with, because yeah, you don't want any colours to bleed or blend into each other that shouldn't be blended into each other. So, I mean, you can't really mess it up. It's pretty easy. Foolproof. Even when it's messy, it looks great. And then orange. Funny enough, I had this nail orange and I've buffed the whole thing off. Turn it and tap it. And this one's going to be orange and pink. Okay, that's our first coat. Now you're going to go back and you're going to redo it. And don't be too fussy. If they blend over a little bit more, totally fine, because that's what we want. We want them to look like they're faded, not a straight line. So now, see how I didn't dust off straight away? So now this will be dry. So we're just going to give it a little bit of a dust. Give this guy a little bit of a dust. Just gently. So as I said, it is super glue, so you don't want to get the glue on your brush like I have done in the past. Try and keep your brushes as clean as possible. And these do dry pretty quick, so don't be too worried that you're going to get any mess on your brush. Let's go the blue. Sorry guys, I will bring that over. Hope you can still see this. Now some people may do this differently and that's totally fine. There really isn't any way to mess it up. This is just how I do it, and if you like it, if it's easy for you, I'm happy that you like the way I do it. Oh, we need yellow. Now guys, if there's any art or anything you want to see that I haven't done yet, or anything you're interested in, any questions you want to ask, I'm here for you, so please ask. Drop a comment, send me a message, whatever you feel comfortable doing, and I will get back to you with the best answer I can answer possibly. So I said, I've had a few questions of people that have gone out and bought a kit wanting to do their own nails. I totally understand. I'm not going to hold that against you. I think this purple is my favourite. It is so beautiful. And with that orange, oh my goodness, stunning. All right. Whoops. Purple. Okay, now that is our rainbow colours so far. They look pretty good. And they've all got a really nice shimmer in them, so you can kind of see these. Now you got to make sure these are set before you give them a dust, and then we're going to go ahead and apply our clear over the top to encapsulate the colours. Some people don't. That's just what you should be doing, but if you don't have a clear, it's okay. Just use what you've got, guys. Like I said, I'm not going to hold it against you. Make sure your brush is clean before you dust. Now they don't look fantastic yet, but they will. Now this is what I usually do. I try and just catch. I don't like to dip because you're contaminating your product, cross-contaminating. You always get your clients to clean your hands, or always wash your hands before you start your set, just to make sure they're clean. Your prep is alcohol, but still you need to be as cautious as possible to stop cross-contamination. And this is what I usually like to do. Some people don't do it. That's fine. That's their choice. This is just how I do it. So you're not tipping the product back in there. Now this I'm going to put in another container because these are going to be just for my nails at home. As I said, I just grabbed what I could from the salon when I left. So I didn't get time to grab what I should have, but that is okay. Now you can do this in 3 parts. You don't have to do it in the one sweep like I have just done. If you want to have a really strong matrix, like a really strong curve, you can do the base and then dip it, the middle, dip it, and then the end and dip it. Just so much easier and quicker just to apply it over the whole lot, and you can blend with your file and get your shape after it. Now be careful not to apply too close to the cuticle with SNS because it will run and you will have a pretty big hot mess and you will damage your cuticles and nobody likes that. And when you're filing, it's pretty hard to file it when it's on your skin. Don't do that. A little bit shaky because this is a little tricky, this finger. Okay. Alright. Just going to set that aside for now. So that is our clear over the top of our colours. Now, normally you would dust it. I'm just going to give it a bit of a shake because I haven't pulled my dusting brush. Okay, and now we use our activator. So this is going to harden the glue, set all the layers you've just applied. Apply it to the whole nail. Don't be very careful not to get it on the skin. Doesn't matter if you do, it's just very drying as it has alcohol in it. I always just slap it on because I'm always so rough with my own nails. I'm not with anyone else's, I promise. I'm very gentle. All my clients will vouch for that. Okay, so we've applied our colours, we've applied our clear to encapsulate our colours. Now we've got our activator on to harden those colours. And right now what we would do would do the other hand. Or you can just go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then go this way, next coat, and then this coat. But because I'm only doing one hand, we've just done these guys. So, well, not one complete hand, but 4 fingers. So now we need to let these guys set. So I'm going to give them a couple of minutes and then we'll come back and we'll give them a bit of a buff. They don't need too much of a buff because they've got a really good shape already, but you need to give them a good buff to make sure you blend in your cuticles, get any off the skin because this is quite messy and it can touch the skin. Make sure you've got it all prepared and ready for your gel seal. So I'll let these set for a few minutes and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I've just given my nails a buff, so they're all blended in, very blended in around the cuticles. Very important to keep them blended because if you apply your seal over these now and they are not blended, they will lift if they are touching your cuticles. So that's why it's very important to, when you apply your base or your powder, to make sure you do it just like a little bit up because it will move. So it's going to blend down and it's so much easier to buff them. And it helps when they're growing out that way too. Now I did manage to find some white nail polish, so I thought I'd give the smoky powder look a go with the nail polish. So this is basically what I wanted to show you is, so you do your black base, you can do it with acrylic or gel. Preferably you apply a little bit of white gel, get a little bit of alcohol, just a few little drops and dip it on the sides. And then you get your powder, or you don't even need alcohol actually. You can just apply your white, just messy. It doesn't have to be perfect because this is just a messy kind of look. Kind of like a bit of a smoky look. Cure that white gel. And then you get your powders, which you can use pigment or acrylic. I'm going to use my acrylic because I've already got it here, but yes, you can use pigment unmixed. So you get a little bit on your brush, you just push it into the white bits. Not sure if this will work with the polish as I've never done it, but pretty sure you can. A little bit of pink. Now we're not going to be too fussed with it because it's meant to be messy. Green. I don't know if I'll be able to fit them all on, but I'll do the yellow at the end. Make sure you really push it in so that it sticks. Just gently dust it off. So very faint on the polish. I guess you'd need it a bit more on the more so on gel, but it's there. You'll see it once I do my my seal. This gel seal makes everything pop. Okay, so I'm going to apply my gel seal and I'll come back and show you these beautiful rainbow dusting nails. Okay guys, so this is our finished half set. This is our rainbow gelish dipping system, and a little smoky nail on the end. So you can see it's blended very well, easy to dust on. It doesn't matter if you are a little bit messy with it. Just have fun, have play. You can do any colours you want, mix it up, and it has such a beautiful effect. You can put nail art over the top of these. You can put anything. If you'd like this video, and give us a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see any more, anything else you'd like to see, please subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified when I put up new ones. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think, if you like these or not, anything you do differently or would like to see me do differently. Yeah. Look forward to doing more new nail art. What should we do next, guys? Leave me a comment. Hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye. Take care. Stay safe.